Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you enjoy this watch, see it and purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. Today, we discuss the Rolex Oyster Perpetual Datejust 2 reference 116333 in Rolex 904L anti-corrosive stainless steel and yellow gold 18 karat. The all-time champion among Datejusts, the 2009 to 2015 Datejust 2 was and remains the largest ever created in the Datejust family. The timepiece is dramatic. Yes, 41 millimeters in diameter, but the operative measurement is 49.6 lug-to-lug, with the solid end links of the bracelet extending it to 50.8 millimeters across the wrist. Think 42 or 43 more than 41. And the watch isn't terribly thick. It's girthy, it's broad, it has an expanse and a stance, but it's not going to frustrate a cuff at only 12 millimeters thick with a sloped bezel. The spacing between the lugs, 21 millimeters, giving it a broad footing on the wrist. It seems and is contemporary. I'm going to opine that this stainless and yellow gold two-tone, especially with the punch of the gold and black dial, might be the most forceful visual statement ever made by a Datejust. Yes, there are more expensive models, there are gem set models, there are full gold models, but somehow less, that is, partial gold, is more on this 116333. And I'll make my case in a moment, but I do want to talk about the bracelet, which is an important element. Though the Datejust originally launched in the 1940s with the Jubilee bracelet, the Datejust 2 was only ever available on the burlier 3-link Oyster. Polished down the center, all yellow gold, polished on the outer flanks, satin on the shoulders. It is very much a sports watch bracelet that fits the character of the watch. A little bit more robust of stance and appearance. Big gaps on the underside to vent the wrist on a hot day and avoid pinching skin or pulling hair. All sizable links removed using screws. You can see the interior of the clasp from this angle, and I think it's always important to give a shout out to the incremental adjustment notches inside the clasp. You can move the bracelet back and forth using a strap tool, or you can move it just 5 millimeters without tools using the EasyLink system, which allows you to draw in or draw out an amount of length that's equivalent to adding or removing one sizable link. So you have those incremental notches that you can move the bracelet anchoring point, and then you also have EasyLink inside the clasp. The clasp is very smart. It uses a horn and a beak system to lock, so although it looks like a friction fit, it's not simply something that you can pull up. You do need to unlock it by lifting the vertical trigger. Very clever. That's Rolex engineering at its best, sparing you the eyesore of triggers, but giving you the same degree of security. Surprisingly, despite its size, the Datejust 2 was never an adherent to the super case ethic. Adherent perhaps to the precedent of the Datejust and Date8 families, with a more fluid, compound curved case shape, all of high polish about its flanks. Because it is all curved and polished, light does interesting things across the surface of the case, and that effect is compounded by the gem-like faceting of the yellow gold bezel. So this one does interesting things with light. Let's give ourselves a bit more light so we can better appreciate that dial at close range. It is a matte black, and the way the gilt or golden style print and applied yellow gold stands against that black base is incredibly imposing. This is a dramatic watch. It has a sense of occasion. It makes an entrance, and it does that principally by the depth effect of having yellow gold rising above the flat black of the base. The contrast is strong, and you don't have to be an adherent of traditional Cornish color schemes to love the drama of black and gold on the dial of this Datejust 2. Railroad track outboard, as you can see, a stylized minutes and seconds track. Yellow gold coronet, numerals, and hands. The effect is that they will not just be dramatic and glossy and gleaming over time, but gold does not oxidize or tarnish, so this dial will not age. I will also mention that the Cyclops Eye, which can crowd smaller versions of the Datejust, looks more at home in proportion to the broad expanse of the Datejust 2 dial. Underneath the caseback, a caliber 3136, a unique movement only ever used in the Datejust 2. It has a unique date disc size on it, so it's a bigger date disc to match the bigger dial. And then, unlike the 3135, it uses Rolex's own Paraflex shock protection system. All else is common to the 3135. It's got an Oyster case, water resistant to 100 meters. It's automatic winding with smooth bidirectional action, 48-hour power reserve, 4 hertz or 8 beat per second beat rate. This one has hacking or stop seconds, so you can stop the advance of the seconds hand to synchronize the watch. You do need to pull it out all the way. And then it also features a quick set date function, so you can rapidly cycle the date should the watch run down or encounter an irregular length month. So you have those precise setting instruments that you can use to set your watch. And the timepiece will stay set because with a full balance bridge and a free-sprung index, it has robust shock resistance. With an overcoil hairspring, it has robust resistance to positionally induced timing deviation. And with a parachrom blue niobium zirconium blue oxidized overcoil, it is highly resistant to magnetism. Rolex gets the COSC chronometer certification for this 31 jewel movement, and then it cases it up and retests it in excess of chronometer standards. So yes, it's a chronometer movement, but it's also a chronometer watch. That is how Rolex goes above and beyond the COSC testing. But this watch is all about style. The mechanical engineering is there, the integrity is implicit, it will not disappoint, but above all, this is one that makes a dramatic statement. For the Sunset Strip, the French Riviera, or Miami Beach, Datejust 2.